All right. And Andrew, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I'll probably see you soon, maybe at some time.
Sounds good. If I don't, that's it too.
All right, thank you. What you doing, buddy? Mama just went and got gas. Now I can take you somewhere if we can figure out how to get you in the dinghy. This is Apache's first time to the beach, and he has no idea we're about to walk onto the beach. Come on, Apache. You've never been to the beach, huh? Come on. Come on. Come on, Apache. Come here and look, buddy. Apache, come here. Come here. Come on. Apache, come look. What do you think, Apache? Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go to the beach. Come on. Wow, what is that? What is that? It's the beach. Look. What do you think, buddy? Come on, let's go down here to the water. Look at this. What do you think, bud? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Patch. Come on. Let's go. What do you think, buddy? What do you think, huh? What do you think?
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey, but you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight, tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child, and take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, why don't you realize Vienna waits for you?
What do you think,
When
buddy?
will you realize Vienna waits for you?
You like the beach? Okay, so making lunch today. I am cooking rice in my rice maker. It pulls a little more energy than I would like. Looks like it's pulling between 16 and 17 amps, which is more than I would like. But I can probably cook all this rice with like 3% of my battery total, so that's totally fine. Then I've got mixed veggies, I've got canned chicken, and I've got this Blue Dragon stir fry sauce, General Tao. And then I'm gonna fry some egg, throw in the mixed veggies and chicken and all that, and then throw in the rice, throw in the sauce, and yeah, it should be really good. And I kept my roast beef container. I'm gonna clean it out really well so that I can save the leftovers for tonight. So hopefully it turns out tasting as good as I think it will. So the stir fry turned out pretty good. Apache thinks this is a table setting for 2, apparently. But yeah, it turned out really good. I'm just sitting out here listening to 13 Going on 30 soundtrack, and I've got my bottle of wine, and I was just reading my book actually, but then the food needed to get finished. So yep, I'm just gonna have lunch and then finish reading and hanging out. I was gonna try and get a lot done today to go offshore tomorrow, but as you can see, it is pouring rain and fast winds. It's just 12 or 13 right now, but I've been seeing up to 18, so I am just gonna chill today and hang out and get as much done as I can over the next few days. It's supposed to be really light winds, so it'll be a good time for me to get a lot of things done. But now I am going to eat. Bye, y'all. Okay, so I just finished having lunch with Apache up here. It's been raining the whole time, pretty fast winds, and I haven't even fully secured these solar panels on top like I want to. I want to give them some lateral protection as well, going side to side horizontal, and they've done great, and none of them are leaking. So I'm getting leaks in other places just because it's been raining so long. The bimini's almost saturated. But none of the screws, if you look, are leaking at all. So they all look great. No water has come through on any of the spots where I installed the solar panels. So Apache's laying in my lap. SB friends out. Alright everybody, so I am still at Wrightsville Beach. I love it here. I don't want to leave. I feel so safe and comfortable here, and they've got so many facilities, and I'm able to take Apache for a walk on the beach every morning. It's super close, super easy and convenient. I've just really liked this area a lot. So I know I was about to go offshore, I said in my last episode. However, it rained and poured and had really bad winds the next day. So I didn't get all my projects done before leaving. So now I've had about a week to just work on everything on the boat. I got jack lines installed so that I'm safer when I'm offshore with my tether. I've really gotten used to using the dinghy. It starts on first pull every time. Apache's getting really used to the dinghy. He's in and out of that thing like it's no big deal. I also have a really sad story to tell. I went and where was I going that day? Oh, I was going to the Uber to go get oil filters and some stuff at West Marine. And there was a guy at the beach right here, just the little small beach on this sound side of the Wrightsville Beach. And his dog was in the water, and he had shoes and stuff on, and his dog was just being stubborn and would not come out of the water, and he couldn't go in to get the dog because, you know, he had his work clothes on and everything. And so I was messing with the guy. I'm like, she's gonna make you go in after her, huh? She's daring you. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I didn't really come dressed to go grab her. And he's like, it's okay though. He's like, we're putting her down today. That's why I brought her to the beach. And I was like, oh. And she's just this really old black lab. She had like no mobility. And so he told me they were putting down the dog at 2, and he said, I'm trying to get her out because I'm going to go get her a hot dog that she can have the whole thing, you know, before we take her over there. And it was a real hard decision for him, you could tell. He was doing it for her best interest. He said she can't move at all. He has to carry her out into the yard and then carry her back into the house, and that's all she does. She just lays there. She doesn't move. And so he really didn't want to lose his girl. But he said he had to make that hard decision because it just wasn't fair to her. She had no quality of life and stuff. So long story short, yeah, he's putting his dog down that day. So I got to talking to this guy, and I had an Uber coming to pick me up, and I had left all of my masks in the boat, and I didn't have anything. So I was just gonna like cover with my jacket or something. But since I saw he was in a work truck, or work van, I said, hey, I noticed you're in your work van. Do you by any chance have a disposable mask or anything that I could use? I said I have an Uber coming and I forgot to bring mine. And he's like, yeah, right behind the driver's door. So I went behind his driver's door, grabbed a mask, and I noticed that his van, he sells electric bikes, so e-bikes. I actually was ready to pull the trigger and buy an e-bike, but I just could not. The reviews are just, you know, I could never find one that had everything I wanted. Folding, electric, good electronics, good motor, you know, cargo accessorizing capabilities, you know, all of these things were very important to me. And so I said, hey, I'm actually, you know, in the market for a bike. And I just don't know what to get. I'm like, you're in the business. What brand or whatever can you recommend to me so that I'm not just, you know, making a random purchase without knowing exactly. And he said, well, I really recommend Rad Power Bikes. He said, that's what I've been working with now for a long time. And I told him, you know, I said, oh, well, you know, is there anything, you know, that would fit my lifestyle and all that? And he said, actually, you know, I think I have a few folding e-bikes in my garage that are just, you know, I'll just get rid of one of them for you and for cheap. And so he ended up texting me a picture of a Rad Mini 4, which is really, really cool. I went through and looked at all the reviews on YouTube. All the people reviewing it seemed to love it. They were extremely happy with all the different components and electronics, and it actually outperformed what it was said it would do as far as range and power. It goes up hills no problem. It folds. It is really heavy, so that is one issue. you know, I think it's like 60 something pounds. So getting it in and out of the boat and into the dinghy is not going to be easy. But I think what I'm going to do is pull the dinghy up on the side of the boat, and then I'm going to create a strap with loops in it that I can just pull it up onto the boat, and then secure it there. But yeah, so I just want to let everybody know, they sell for around $1,500 to $1,600 brand new. He had this one in his garage. He's given me for $900, and it is said he's only got about 50 hours on the motor, and it looks to be in great condition in the picture. Obviously, I haven't gone to pick it up yet, so he's supposed to call me this morning to come get it from him. He's actually bringing it to the dock right here for me, so I just have to take the dinghy over. But I'll check it for sure in person to make sure everything looks good. But in the pictures it looked like brand new, so not bad at all. A lot of the ones I was looking at were around the $900 range. I was gonna get a cheaper brand because I just couldn't see myself spending, you know, $1,600 on a bicycle for my boat. So yeah, so I'm able to spend the budget that I wanted to spend, but I'm getting a much better bike. So very, very excited about that. I also got a ton of stuff at West Marine. I got new dock lines, new fender lines. I got 4 new fenders. I also got a big red, I don't know if you can see it up there. Kind of, yeah, there you go. The big red ball fender, so that if I have to drop anchor in an emergency or anything like that, I can just hook that to the anchor chain, throw it, and then move my boat really, really fast if there's like a disaster or there's another boat coming to hit me or anything like that. I can get out of the way quickly. I'm also going to leave it attached, most likely at all times. My anchor was already set, and I got to find a good attachment solution, like a chain carabiner or something like that. But yeah, I'll probably just leave it attached all the time, so that way if my anchor rod breaks or anything like that weird happens, the chain will still be floating right there on the big red ball, so I can come back with the dinghy or my sailboat and hook it and pull it back up on the boat so I don't ever lose my anchor. Let me see what else. I did do oil change and everything. I got my shower curtain hung. I still have yet to have a proper shower, and I don't know how long. It's terrible. I probably look terrible. But I've just been wetting like one leg at a time, washing it with body wash, spraying it off, then doing the other leg, and then doing my chest and stomach, you know, and then each arm. And then I've just been washing my hair basically in the sink. So it's too cold to like really do a full-on shower right now. If I can get further south, it'll be so much better. I cleaned up the boat a ton, so the V-berth has tons of space, so you could go right in there and lay down and take a nap if you wanted to. Before, it was completely full. It was like your garage at your house that just, you know, can't even fit a car in it. That's what my V-berth was like. It was just stocked full. I did a lot more maintenance and organization on my cockpit locker. I've had my piano up now, and I've been playing every single day, which is great, and I have not lost any of the songs that I had memorized, other than 1 or 2 little ones that I can look up and relearn. It's always tough when you're not playing every day. But yeah, so everything's been going really good. I probably am going to leave here soon and head down towards Charleston or Hilton Head, that kind of area. We'll see how it goes, but I just wanted to update everybody and let y'all know. Oh, I took Sylvie to the beach. It was really cute. I had her in the backpack holder and took her and Apache to the beach. So I have a picture of that, and I'll post that on here. It was really sweet seeing her at the beach. So I'm looking at a boat that just went by pretty fast. He stopped last second, and I'm still gonna catch his wake, but that's okay. Yeah, so Saturday here was terrible. There was so many boats going vroom, 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 vroom. I mean, the boat was rocking worse than I've ever seen. I mean, that has got to be as bad as it can possibly get on the ocean. I literally cannot imagine it being any worse than what it was when a few of these really big cruising power boats went past me. Just really, really big boats. And it's I don't know what that dude was doing. He's just like staring at me and like circled my boat and then drove off. But yeah, Saturday, a few of those wakes were so big and they hit me right on the beam that my entire boat was from like full list to full list. I mean, stuff was flying around downstairs. It was crazy. I for sure, and somebody else noticed it too. I must have gotten hit by 2 boats' wakes perfectly at the same time or something. Because when I came and popped my head up out of the companionway, there was a boat with like 5 or 6 dudes who were just like hanging out, not far from me, and they all were laughing so hard. But it wasn't like a mean laugh. Like I could tell they weren't laughing at me. They were just laughing at the situation that I got stuck in. And it was pretty funny. It was terrible, but funny in hindsight. So I've just been reading a lot. That's one of the reasons I actually went on this adventure, was so that I could read books. There's so many things I've always wanted to read that I just never made time for. So I'm reading a lot of the classics like Count of Monte Cristo and Paradise Lost, The Odyssey, Jane Eyre, some Betty Smith, Tolkien. I did read some more Alex Garland. I read The Beach again, even though I've read that book so many times. And I've actually watched a lot of movies too. I've caught up on so much, and I'm kind of on a classical kick on movies too. I'm watching a lot of like 50s and 60s and stuff like that. So really been enjoying myself and just trying to stay busy up here, broadening my mind with all sorts of entertainment, such as, you know, TV and literature. So other than that, I don't know what else there was to say. But yeah, I'll try and keep y'all updated with more fun stuff in these next videos. This was kind of just like a lay around, do nothing week for me. So, and I think I needed it. I feel so much more rested, and I'm just like ready to tackle anything now. So, bye.